I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Batman issue number 40. The Dark Knight and the Princess of Power find themselves trapped in another dimension, facing off against an endless horde of demons. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, everybody. So issue 39 was bad. In fact, it was so bad Tom King had to apologize on Twitter. Let's see if issue 40 manages to do anything better. All in all, though, it doesn't get off to a good start. Catwoman is currently beating up the Gentleman after he let it slip that Batman and Wonder Woman are trapped in a universe where time flows differently, where every second equals about a year. Or something like that. I don't know, the book can't seem to make up its mind on exactly how much time in our world equals how much time in the other dimension. Now, was this all part of some dastardly evil plan on the part of the Gentleman? Nah, he just didn't tell them, and Batman and Wonder Woman didn't bother to do any vetting on this guy. Seriously, so much for the world's greatest detective, right? All the Gentleman really wants to do is see his wife, and Catwoman has no choice but to bring him there, seeing as the Gentleman is the only person who can open the portal in between these two dimensions. Again, a little bit of vetting. It's not even like they make it sound like he was never going to go back. He was always going to. If anything, Catwoman slowed him up by fighting him the way she was. And after all that, the comic still has the gall for Catwoman to look at the relationship between the Gentleman and his wife and go, wow, so romantic. Is that what love is like? Okay, but you know, this is all besides the point. What I'm sure you're all here and what you all really want to hear about is what happened to Batman and Wonder Woman. Again, they've been stuck in this other dimension for decades now, and it looked like the old sexual tension was coming up again. Stranger still, King painted Wonder Woman as the sexually aggressive one, trying to make Batman break his vows to Catwoman. Nothing actually comes of it, Diana saying she still wants to remain loyal to Steve, etc., etc. But if that was always the case, why did they even bother broaching the subject in the first place? I know multiple decades is a long time and everyone has needs, etc., etc., but still. And I mean, hey, if they're not knocking superhero boots, then what on earth do they do to pass the time in this dimension outside fight demons? Well, surprisingly, they talk a lot of shit about Superman. King again showing he doesn't have a very firm grasp on Wonder Woman's character at all, as she complains about how Superman keeps talking about up, and away, even though he literally hasn't said that in years. Also, in other versions of Wonder Woman, including the cartoon, Diana could fly too, so why is she so jealous all of a sudden? The two heroes also take time to reminisce about all the things they miss back in their world, be it their extended family. Bruce misses Ace the Bat Hound, and get this, Wonder Woman misses her pet kangaroo. Yeah, Jumpa of the Kangas. No, really, for those of you who don't know, back in the day, the Themyscirans used to ride battle kangaroos. It's nice to know that so much is still up in the air continuity-wise in the DC Rebirth era, but Tom King puts his foot down and is sure to tell everyone, no, don't worry, Jumpa is still canon. In the end, after the Gentleman sees his wife, he just opens the portal and lets Batman and Wonder Woman back. They're not even mad at him. No harm, no foul. Oh, sure, he lied by omission, a lie by omission that made it feel like our heroes lost decades of their lives and were put in horrible danger, but you know what? They were also idiots who asked no follow-up questions, so I guess everyone got what they deserved. Wonder Woman ends up giving her blessing to the Catwoman-Batman union because, yeah, apparently that was the lesson she learned this whole time. When the hell did that happen? Is this book missing pages? As the comic winds down, Selina asks Bruce, hey, you two were together for a very long time. Did anything happen? Batman obviously says no, but he says he sure did think about it. Whackity schmackity do. And that's Batman number 40, everybody, and all I can say is thank God it's over. This and 39 end up making probably one of the worst things that Tom King has ever written. Maybe one of the worst things to be printed in DC Rebirth in a long time. Again, I wasn't making it up before when I said Tom King literally went to social media and apologized for this story. Wonder Woman is the most hard done by. King really does not grasp her character at all, and she ends up coming off incredibly petty and unlikable for no damn reason. As far as everyone else, well, they just come off as incredibly stupid. This is also a story with little drama. You never fear that Batman and Wonder Woman are going to get killed by the demons. The Gentleman was always going to come back eventually. There was no nefarious other angle to this thing. But, I mean, I
I guess we officially know now that if given the chance, Batman wouldn't cheat on Catwoman. Okay, did that really need a two-part story? Overall, I'd give this one a 4 out of 10. This was just not a fun read. I am hoping this series can course correct going forward. Because if not, I think I'm not alone in saying the shine is officially off Tom King. So that's Batman, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of the other videos I've been working on from throughout the week. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you always know what I'm doing next. And if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please check out my Patreon, link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for only as little as $1 a month. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.